Welcome back to the first ever Mash and Drum Advent Calendar video series. It is day 9. Only about, what, 16 days left till Christmas? Grinch, you getting excited? You know I'm not. Well, you seem to be enjoying the whiskey room, kind of hanging out down here. Are you kind of getting into whiskey now? I do enjoy a nice sip every now and again. So do you go to like a liquor store around this time of year? You know, get some bottles? Why would I ever go to a liquor store? I don't know, to find some Christmas spirits? Hey-o! And with that, let's kick it off. It is day 9. What's up, folks? Welcome back to the Mash and Drum Whiskey Room. I am Jason C. Like, subscribe, do all the things to help the channel growing for the rest of the year. Thanks for all the support. So if this is your first time here at the Advent Calendar, this is how it works. A few weeks ago, I asked my mom and my girlfriend to pick 25 random bottles in the whiskey room, anything they could find, make up 25 samples for the 25 days of Christmas for the first ever Mash and Drum Advent Calendar that I have dubbed, How Much Would I Pay? Mash and Drum Advent Calendar Countdown to Christmas Day. So for the past 8 days leading up to Christmas, I have opened up these blind samples, I have nosed them, I've tasted them, maybe guess what it is, maybe guess the proof, and ultimately determine how much I would pay for the whiskey. Then after I name my price, I will reveal the sample in this advent calendar and we can see what I was sipping and compare my value to the actual value. All right, here we go. It is day 9. Here we go. All right, decent color here. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, okay. So let's look at the color. Nice color here, not too light, but not too dark either. There's definitely some good color here. More of a little bit of a copper color, like a light copper. So on the nose immediately, it is very sweet. Again, I'm thinking bourbon here. Man, a lot of vanilla, a lot of light caramel. I'm not getting any ultra aged notes, so I don't think it's a super old whiskey. There's a lot of like juicy fruit gum going on, maybe even like a little cotton candy type thing going on. Very bright, very sweet. You know, I am getting some oak here on the nose. I am starting to get some oak. Maybe it is a little bit older than I'm thinking off the bat. I think this is a high proof. I'm getting the ethanol coming into my nose here. Immediately, this is coming off a little bit like Elijah Craig Barrel Proof on the nose. I know I keep saying that, like everything's Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, but this one really, I think, could be Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, at least on the nose. All right, let's give it a try. Here we go. Oh, that is so good. It is tingly. This is a high proof. I'm gonna go all the way, like immediately. I'm gonna go all the way up to like 128 for this one. As soon as this hit my tongue, I started getting the Pop Rocks effect, that like spark, that tingliness that I feel right on the tip of my tongue. This is definitely a higher proof whiskey. I didn't really get that with the Stag yesterday, which was crazy, but this one, absolutely getting it. Man, it is bright, it is fruity, it is rich. This to me has a ridiculous amount of flavor. It is super punchy. It's got a long finish to it. This is nice. Again, when you start looking for those ultra aged notes, you know, the tobacco, the leather, a little bit of leather, you know, component to it. It's just not what I have here quite yet. So maybe it's not an ECBP, but I do think it's something high proof. It's something with a lot of depth and flavor to it. I will give it that. One last sip, I'll come in with my final guesses. Here we go. I just got a little bit of a smoky note on the back end. The more I sip this, the more it's kind of evolving in the glass, and yeah, I don't think it's Heaven Hill anymore. Not really sure what that is. I don't think it's 12 years old. I also don't anymore think it's 125 proof. I think it's a little lower. I'll say, I think it's a low teens. I'm gonna say 113. I'm gonna say it's 113 proof. I'm gonna say that it's, as far as age goes, I'll say 10. I'll say 10 years old. I'll say it's a 10-year-old bourbon. I definitely think it's a bourbon. And as far as what I would pay for it, this is really good. I'd say I'd pay $100 for this. I'm not sure what it is. It's hard for me to kind of pinpoint exactly what the distillery is. I was saying Heaven Hill in the beginning. I don't know. I mean, could it be Could it be Beam? Could it be NGP? This one is throwing me for a loop here. When I first tasted it, I was kind of hedging between Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and even Larceny Barrel Proof. So yeah, I don't know. This one is a head scratcher. So let's find out what it is. But those are my guesses. $100, 10 years old, and I'm gonna say 113 proof. All right, here we go. Day number 9. Let's get this out. All right. I got you. All right, here we go. Let's see what this is. No way. Okay. All right. Some of the stats I was pretty close, but as far as brand goes, I wasn't even close. You wanna know what it is? Let me grab the bottle. This is the Penelope Barrel Strength 9-year bourbon. Wow. 109 proof, aged 9 years, and this was one of my surprise whiskeys of the year. I absolutely was floored by how good this is. So it actually ended up being NGP, and I believe this is a 4-grain blend. So this is corn, rye, wheat, and malted barley. So age, I said 10, it's 9. And proof, I said 113, it's 109 proof. So I didn't do too bad on the stats. However, $100 I said I would pay for this, and I think this is right at $100. So I think this is a really good bottle this year. Again, this gets into some of those like surprise bottles each and every year that you think are good values. I think this one, based on what I thought and what I was tasting, hits it on the head. About $100 for this bottle. I think the value is spot on for what you get. This is a 4-grain MGP, 9 years old, 109 proof. That is, if nobody got this bottle yet and it's sitting on the shelf wherever you are, you have to get it. Because not only do I think that it's well worth the money, but I also think it's a good value, even at $100 for a 9-year-old product. And I think this is something that we're gonna maybe see from Penelope as we go down the line, now that they've been bought out, and maybe they have some access to some higher age barrels. This is absolutely delicious, so hell yeah. So let's add Penelope 9-year to the calendar. As you see, we're tracking everything, keeping everything in order here on the calendar as we make our way towards Christmas. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button below. Please hit the like button. If you haven't yet, follow me on Instagram and find me on Twitter. Let me know what you think down in the comments about this bottle. Let me know if this was a big surprise. I think this was a big surprise. I was really leaning on Heaven Hill until the very end. Then I did not think it was Heaven Hill. It ended up being MGP, but a 4-grain on top of it. But I think I got pretty close in the stats, so I'm digging this one. So with that said, like I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share it with. Cheers, happy holidays, and I'll see you tomorrow for day number 10 on the Master and Drum. Cheers, guys.